Alright, what's up, gamers? I'm back today with something a little bit different for y'all. So, I've decided that I'm gonna add a new segment to my channel called Throwback Thursday. And Throwback Thursday is something a little special. So, I'm going to be going back and playing some retro games as somebody who doesn't usually play those and who didn't grow up with them. And I'm going to rate them as games with no bias towards nostalgia. So, as you can see, the game that I've chosen to play today is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So, this game is probably one of the first fighting games ever. It might even be the first, but don't quote me on that. So, this game, you play as Little Mac, the boxer, I think. And you have to beat all these challengers. The first of which you can see right now, Glass Joe. So, this game is very simple as it's an NES game. You have a few different things you can do, only a few buttons. You can dodge left and right like you see me doing a lot. You can punch with either hand, depending on if you press A or B. And you're about to see this with this guy. You can punch forwards like a face jab if you press up and punch. Overall, this game provides a good bit of challenge towards you, but it still manages to be fun. I quite enjoyed playing this game, and I'm glad that I took the time to play it, even if just for this episode. I'm probably gonna go back and beat it sometime, but yeah, it was a lot of fun recording this. This guy here is the second challenger. He's a good bit harder. He's Von Kaiser, it looks like. I'm sorry that the portraits are glitched out. I'm playing on an emulator with a ROM. Don't judge. I don't have an NES to play this on. But anyways, back to the point. This guy is quite a bit harder, and at first, when I was first learning how to play this game, and I first beat Glass Joe, I had quite a bit of trouble against this guy because I couldn't figure out how to outdamage him. Because you only have 3 rounds that last 3 minutes each. So, what that means is that if you don't find some way to knock them out before that time, then you don't win. And I couldn't figure out that you could face jab. So, yeah, that provided quite a bit of challenge at first. This next guy was also kind of difficult, but not too bad once I figured out how to actually block his frenzy. After that, he wasn't too difficult at all. But I think sometime last fight you saw me get knocked down, and I think it'll happen again this fight. And I think whenever that happens, it adds a star to the top left for the round. Once you reach 3 stars, 3 knockouts in a round, you get technical knocked out. So that means that you lose, basically. As you can see, aside from stars, there's also hearts, which are kind of like stamina from what I understand. It goes down when you get hit and whenever you throw a punch that doesn't connect. So, you gotta keep an eye on that. And stamina really is gonna come into play in the next fight that I'm about to show you. Because this guy's done. Oh, sorry. Looks like the stars are actually how many times you knocked them out. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip through this particular cutscene because it's just them riding a bike for a long time. This was rather boring. And it said something at the end that didn't come into play for me. But this guy really shows you a test of your stamina. You only have 10 max, and he really likes to drain it. I think I got beat by him before I beat him. So it just took me a while to understand how you had to tackle him. But after I figured it out, he wasn't that bad at all. In fact, I'd say he's easier than the last guy. But, yeah. Overall, I think that this game is quite a bit of fun, and I would recommend playing it to just about anyone who would enjoy fighter games. I'm gonna go ahead and start rating the game now. So, I have 3 categories that I want to rate it by. I would like to rate it based on gameplay. How fun... Well, yeah. Well, gameplay elements. So, this is just gonna include, like, how many elements does it have? Do I think it has enough gameplay to be a good game? And I would say yes. It's got enough elements that it is a good game. And I found it quite enjoyable. The second one was enjoyability. Is this game fun to play? Because some of these are probably gonna have a bunch of elements, but they're not gonna be fun. So, this game was not one of those. It had enough gameplay elements to keep me interested, and it was a fun game. It kept me wanting to play it more. Third category is music and sound effects, which I get that I have it muted, but this game had good music and sound effects, in my personal opinion. That much is subjective by a lot, but I personally think that it had good music and sound effects. So, the last thing is, do I recommend this game to just anyone? And the answer to that would be yes. If you enjoy this type of game, then I would definitely recommend playing this. It's a good play. If you haven't already played it, then I don't know what you're doing with your life, because even I've played this, and I did not grow up in anywhere near those times. So, yeah, that's that. Anyways, I hope you all found a way to enjoy this video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Not necessarily like this, but I had fun making this, and if y'all want to see more of this, please let me know, because I would really enjoy it, personally. So, until I see you all again, adios.